Now, I would describe myself as driven, and when I say driven, I literally mean that someone drives me around, which is a very comfortable way of seeing all of you and your unusual families. Were I to ever buy a car, even just to use as an ashtray, I would absolutely choose to buy it from these guys. Hi guys, so tell me your names.
Michael.
Michael, good to meet you.
Pleasure. Ruben.
Ruben. Darren, nice to meet you.
Diego.
Diego, very good to meet you. Thanks.
Now, if you don't know who this pompous ass is, he's a very famous mentalist. And I call him a pompous ass because of the way he talks about you watching him. But he is very good at what he does. And he is about to sit there and show you his talent of figuring out who's lying to him.
Thanks for taking some time out. So listen, in England, car salesmen, particularly second-hand car salesmen, have a kind of a reputation of being bending the truth a little bit. Is it the same here? All right, some people obviously, not you guys, but certain people, certain other companies in this area. So, Diego, yeah? If we took this car here, for example, I'm going to have you tell me 4 facts about it, but one of them I want to be a lie. Okay. Now, as it turns out, I don't drive. I don't know much about cars, but the lie needs to be something that's that I wouldn't just know, or that, you know, if you said it was blue, that's obviously a lie. So try and make a lie one that would be very difficult for anybody to know. All right.
Okay.
Tell me fact number 1 about this car.
Fact number 1 about this car is that it comes fully equipped.
Fact number 2, please.
Now they're cutting, so it makes it hard for us to actually see what he is seeing.
Fact number 2 is that this is one of the sports editions.
Fantastic, thank you. Fact number 3.
Fact number 3, pretty much that it's an 8-cylinder.
Fantastic. And fact number 4.
Fact number 4, pretty much everything, all the types of controls you can maneuver from the steering wheel.
Don't react. I was going to say it was 3 or 4. 3 or 4 were the only 2. You were making very kind of open gestures on 3 or 4. 3 was the only one you were kind of nodding your head with a lot as well, which normally is a sign of overproving you're telling the truth. I thought it was going to be 4 as well because you were making the same gesture, but you were too relaxed talking about things. Yeah. So I'm going to say number 3 was the lie. Am I right? Yeah?
You hit it right there.
Oh, okay.
On fact 2, 3 and 4, he has the positive head movement, as Darren said. However, fact number 3 was the only one he actually had the believe me look for. That was the one he needed Darren to believe, and that was the anomaly. The choice of language was a giveaway too, because there isn't like about an 8-cylinder, unless you've got an 8-cylinder and one of them isn't working. But I'm sure Darren knows enough about cars on that one.
Now, he also mentions about the openness of this individual as he lies, which is probably looking like portrayal.
Also, Darren wasn't sure whether it was actually 3 or 4, so he questioned him some more to see why it wouldn't be 4, and the guy literally nodded his head shake in agreement, so that only left 3. So through process of elimination, he pretty much narrowed it down.
Unfortunately, it doesn't really get to teach you. He's just showing off his skills of being a lie detector, and you're amazed, and so you watch again. What about the other one? What did he see that I did not? So as you go into the other one...
Oh, good start. Ruben, let's go with the red car behind you here. Do you know what the car is? You're familiar enough with it? Yeah. So, go. Number 1.
It's automatic.
Okay, it's automatic. Okay, that's right. We can keep each one simple. That's great.
It's a 6-cylinder.
Okay, thank you. Fact number 3.
It has leather.
Do you know what I'm going to say? It's fact number 2 because you came straight in before I said number 2. Yeah? Was it number 2?
Right.
It's not 6-cylinder? Great. Thank you very much. All right.
He's all excited. He was on TV. So he tells you the reason why it's number 2 is because he came straight in to say what the next one was. And that's not really how it is. Remember, you need multiple tells for something. And you've got someone who has been instructed he wants 4, okay? So he starts going down the list of the 4. I've got the 4. I know what I'm going to say. He doesn't wait for him to say number 2 or cue him in. We do see is after number 1, we see the swallow.
Also, there's underlying stress on all of the facts just by being put on the spot, which you can most obviously see in his forehead. However, it's also in his body too. And if I play them all back now, you can see the difference in movement. In fact, number 1, he moves his body forward slightly. He's still got some movement in his shoulders. His head movement is much quicker and sharper. But fact number 2, his body stays completely still and his head moves much slower in a deliberate fashion because it's portrayal. Also, you hear it in the vocal tone. Because of the stress in the neck, it's harder to project your voice, and it's notably much more subdued, which also makes it easier for people to pick up on anomalies between the answers, because they can both see it and hear it.
You come, Mike, let's do the last one. Can we go with this car there? You know a bit about that one?
I know everything about that car.
You know everything about that car?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Same thing, 4 facts about the car, but I only want you to think each thing in your head.
So he's already stressed. We see the next swallow on that one. And we could say, oh, well, it's TV. That's what TV does to a lot of people. Instantly brings in stress. It's like standing in front of a crowd and giving a speech.
Okay.
But still say them clearly as if you were saying them out loud. All right. Fact number 1.
Okay.
Thank you. Fact number 2.
Okay.
Fact number 3.
Okay.
And fact, no, it's the first one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Was that right?
It was.
The first one was the lie?
Yes, it was.
So with this one, the anomaly of fact 1, 2, and 3 is on 2 and 3, he looks over for a visual cue as to move on to the next question. On the first one, however, he doesn't look over for that cue. He's in avoidance. He's trying to hide. Doesn't want to give eye contact. Also, you notice a difference in acknowledgement that he's completed the thought and to move on to the next question. And the further away he gets from fact number 1, which was the lie, the looser he gets. By fact number 3, he's getting loosey-goosey. He's like, you hear it in his voice. And he gives good eye contact.
And it was something to do with the engine?
Correct.
Yeah? It's something to do with the engine? I mean, I don't know what that was.
No, you're right,
although you were saying stuff about you're kind of thinking numbers in your head, so I guess it's to do with numbers.
Now he's just kind of mentally mind-fucking him. The thing about this line, if I say it's something to do about the engine, there is a lot of components to an engine. Some people even sit there and consider that the transmission or the clutch is part of the engine. It has something to do with the engine. And then you turn it around and you turn it into a question. Was it numbers going through your head? And as you sit there and watch them to give the positive and an eye-opening, like, wow, he figured it out, he knows he's going in the right direction. Being a mentalist is being a con artist and being really good at it. He's very good at reading people. He's very good at guiding them in the directions of where he wants them to go and think. And if you can do that, you can control the situation.
Also, this technique is actually very similar to a polygraph. With a polygraph, you measure the difference between mundane questions and a question that would produce stress if they're not telling the truth. So with this, you've got 4 statements that should be pretty mundane, except for one of them's going to be a lie. That lie is going to produce stress, at least with people who stress about lying. Not everyone does, but the vast majority of people do. And for those that don't, it becomes a lot harder, and you need to analyse a different kind of tell, such as appropriate brain searches and things like that.
I curse you. You will now see 222 everywhere.
I would like to thank the sponsor of this video, Fero. Fero is one of the few cryptocurrency projects that I respect. Unlike most other cryptocurrencies, Fero is focused on safeguarding your financial privacy without compromising on trustlessness, which means no third parties are required, and transactions are private by default. Fero also has an exciting roadmap to look forward to. Features such as Instant Send, where payments can both be sent and confirmed within seconds. There's also Elysium, which adds tokenization functionality similar to Ethereum, but it also enables these assets to enjoy Fero's privacy technology. There's many more things on the roadmap, and if you'd like to learn more, head over to fero.org. If you'd like to learn more about analysing body language, there is a video course available on Mandy's website for Gold subscribers, where Mandy teaches more about her techniques of deception detection. There's also other content such as the Crime series and Interesting Mind series, available to both Gold and Silver subscribers.
If you like it, please share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.